Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz. You also asked my daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. Meow. My name is Tanya, and today we are discussing the Scorpio full moon for you water signs. If you are a Scorpio, ooh, look at you with your full moon self, a Cancer or a Pisces, then this video is for none other than you. By the end of it, you're going to have a good understanding of what is going on in your life over the course of the next month and a half. Okay, water sign? Okay. Now let's jump right into it, checking out this chart. And with that said, if you want to learn astrology for real for yourself, you want to actually know what you're looking at, be able to look at your chart and interpret it, look at your friend's chart, your family's chart, your partner's chart, whatever, you should consider my course if you resonate with my energy, because we are starting in about a month, not even that, in a couple weeks, the end of May, everybody. It's crazy. It's crazy. I guess that is more than a month, but still, it's crazy. It's coming up right around the corner. And if you want to enroll, then the thing to do is to schedule a call with me using the link down below, and that will get you to a place where you can schedule that call, and we will talk about your goals. We will talk about what this program offers, which is, by the way, 26 weeks of live coaching in a group setting. And I bring a lot of different tools to that space. We have different types of charts we look at. And basically, it's a lot of interactive live stuff where I'm not only talking, but we're in a group setting and you play a game based on the skills applying what I just taught you. It's really fun. And also, you can see what my students have to say for themselves using the link that's somewhere up here that says something along the lines of hear my students talk about this course. So you can just hear from them. I don't even have to say anything if you want to check that out. Cool. So thank you to everybody as well who subscribes and likes this content and puts the comments and just like shares with friends and all that good stuff. And thank you as well to everybody who's booked readings with me. You can get a hold of me using the Gmail address down below to schedule that or to get that on my schedule. Awesome. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and share the chart. So Scorpio, we're going to start with you. If you're a Scorpio sun and sun or moon, oh my gosh. Have you seen the other videos I've done on the Scorpio, full moon Scorpio? Because if you haven't, I've done several. I think I've done like 3 or 4 at this time. So be sure to check those out, because all of that is going to be more informative and telling for everything related to you. Okay, and this lunation. But Scorpio, with that said, this is your moon. You only get one per year on average. And so this is a transformation around everything yourself, everything that is your identity, how you are perceived by the world, how you meet the world. You know what I'm saying? What is the mask that you wear in between you and the outside world? Who is it that you really are at the end of the day when it comes to how you interface with this thing we call life? You know what I'm saying? That's going under massive transformation. And you could be like, yawn, what else is new? I'm a Scorpio. And I'm like, yeah, but this is like the intense telltale, like illuminating, like, damn, that's the scene right now for your life. And, you know, kudos, I think it was Astro Victor was talking about you're going to be able to see which level of Scorpio you're at. But like, this is the point in time where you're going to be very clearly aware of, look, I'm resonating at the shittiest, lowest, crappiest, like, you know, scum level of Scorpio. Or, hey, you know what? I'm registering at this very like, higher vibe Scorpio where I have a better perspective and I'm seeing some things for what they really are, and I'm understanding where my growth areas are, and I'm sometimes falling back in that, but for the most part I'm over here and I'm doing my good high vibe. That's the eagle, you know what I'm saying? That's more where you want to be, as well as the phoenix. And that might be, if you're already there, congratulations Scorpio. You might be at the point where you're like, no, I'm like doing this. I've like gone through all this shit. I'm at this maximum A game point. I am now commanding over myself and my life, Scorpio. You might be at that level. It depends. You might be at the Phoenix. But wherever you are, Scorpio, you're going to see very clearly for the next month and a half and over the next month and a half where it is that you are, in fact, you know? So just think about that. Also, I will mention that your ruling planet Mars, since the most recent new moon in your 6th house of Aries, Scorpio, that has moved from Gemini in your 8th house to your 9th house. This is going to be a really nice transition, I think, to get you, even though it's all about the transformation, aka this 8th house type energy, given that it's a full moon in Scorpio, you know, it's going to be a benevolent experience because Mars, which yes is a malefic, is in the 9th house. And so the 9th house is all about joy, and the 9th house is all about philosophy and higher knowledge and wisdom. And in the sign of Cancer, for you as a Scorpio, that's going to be all about trusting your intuition and your gut feeling for the purposes of wisdom and higher education. You might find if you're in school, Scorpio, that this is a better phase, a better couple months for you that you're entering into, where you feel more motivated to pursue your higher knowledge and your higher skill, your wisdom of sorts. You know what I'm saying? You might find that that is something you really enjoy, especially like engaging with philosophy. I just like spat all over. Whoops. But like, especially philosophy, you know, when you like engage with philosophy as well, Scorpio, you're probably going to be like in your element and feeling like, you know what, this is where I need to vibe right now for the next couple months of like welcoming in a warmer spring, you know. So we'll see what happens with that for you. But I think you're in for a lot of more joyful experiences the next couple months. And also, let me just warn you, you're going to have some crazy ass shit go down in your relationship, Scorpio. If you don't already have it going on, I should have started with that. Look at this 7th house. You got Uranus, Venus, Mercury, and the sun all up in the 7th house. Something huge, and I mean huge, is happening with your relationships, and you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about when it happens. It ain't even a matter of if. This is happening. You can look at this and be like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. No, it's gonna happen. This is definitely gonna happen. You can't deny this, Scorpio. Hell no. So be aware that something's going to come up in relationships and people are going to surprise you. They're going to surprise you. And it can be for the better. It can be for the worse. It's going to be one or the other, and it's going to be out of nowhere. So it's kind of out of nowhere, but like it will be entirely, but it's not insofar as I'm letting you know now that is going to be. So just be aware that it's going to be a big surprise in terms of relationships. And this is partners. If you're a Scorpio out there and you're partnered up and your partner turns up pregnant, or, you know, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, because I'm telling you right now that that's a thing. Also, like if they leave you out of nowhere, if a partner leaves you out of nowhere, if a partner comes up and manifests out of nowhere, the exact opposite, right? If something, a big loss randomly happens to your partner, if a big radical kind of like transformation, just like they got zapped by lightning for better or worse, like they just got a huge raise at work, you know, Venus is conjunct this Uranus and Venus are conjunct. So this could be like an extreme radical change in your partner's finances for better or worse. Okay. And Mercury is there with Venus in the 7th house. And this is, I think, nourishing the relationship through communication. You're going to find like a lot of invigorated energy around communicating with your partner. That's a theme over a couple months here, right? But especially under this lunation in the next month and a half, you're really feeling like excited to be talking with your partner. You're really feeling like, yeah, I want to communicate. You're already motivated and there and communicating. And it's like, it's easier right now, but it's also like they could drop some verbal things on you where you're like, damn, or write you a letter and you're like, damn, and something just like, whoa, like what happened? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck happened? So it can really come at you out of nowhere. Again, like business partners, businesses that you're a part of, relationships you're a part of could just have really spontaneous plot line twists and turns. Yo, Scorpio, like this video, give me back some of that love because I just gave you so much. Thank you so much to every Scorpio out there who likes this content, comments, and subscribes if you vibe, because we is building the tribe. Thank you again. And Scorp, you were born for occult studies. Do you want to learn astrology with me? Good. Be there or be square, Scorpio. Schedule a consultation call today using the link down below, or not, and I won't see you there learning astrology for 26 weeks of live interactive expression. Huh. All right, cool. Thanks, Scorp. We're going to move right along to who's next. It's going to be Pisces. We're going to go on forward to Pisces. Piscean folk out there, how are you doing? How you doing, Pisces? All right, what's going on with you? Holy guacamole, Pisces. Okay, this full moon is happening in your ninth house. So you're going to be feeling like an awareness of where you've transformed yourself in terms of your own philosophies about how the world works. You might also find that you've transformed your beliefs about global kind of like circumstances or different cultures. And you might also find yourself transforming yourself through engaging with different cultures and other belief systems, especially occult belief systems. Like you might be into like really Vedic occultism right now and be like going down this incredible wormhole and like, oh my God, that's crazy. It's transforming my whole philosophical outlook on the world. For example, Pisces, something to do with your philosophies, something to do with global influence, and something to possibly do with academia and higher knowledge, higher wisdom. Occultism is definitely a thing here. So that might be coming up, especially the next month and a half. Don't be surprised when it happens, baby. Worth mentioning, the surprises are coming from the third house of your own businesses. If you are a Pisces ascendant, sun, and moon, and you own your own business, there's going to be a big shift there, for better or worse. We don't know what, because it's Uranus. Uranus is anything. Anything is game with Uranus. It's the uncontrollable, like, lightning ball. You don't know what it's going to do, but it's going to do what it's going to do. It's going to be a lightning ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's in your third house of business and also communications. Mercury is also there. So don't lose your tongue in the context of your own business. Don't lose your tongue in the context of friends and go all crazy and cut them off, because this is also the house of friends. You might cut a lot of friends off right now. And, it might be because of philosophical differences, ninth house. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if it needs to happen, it needs to happen. But at the same time, you might come to deeper states of truth and awareness around those philosophical transformations that maybe you both have undergone. You see how you can read that script either way? Pretty cool, right? Now, with that said, though, you are going to have a lot of opportunity and action in that third house. There is going to be a big business shift, whether it's good or bad. There's always an opportunity. And Scorpio is the sign of transformation. Do I need to read you any more poetry between the lines? It's all about transforming anything and everything that comes up. It's a Scorpio Phoenix vibration, you feel? So just make sure that that's on your awareness channels. Also, Lilith is here at the party, and she is having a party with Venus, like sultry. So I don't know what you're doing, but don't get in any like flings in the work environment. You might find that you have a little fling with a friend right now, and it comes out of nowhere. Hey, if it happens, it happens. That's the thing, though, Pisces. I'm just saying. And it could actually bring you a lot of joy because the ninth house engaged here, so that could be a thing. Fun. Also, yeah, that's what that means possibly for you as a Pisces, because Mars is now starting to transit. This is fresh news, everybody, fresh news. Your fifth house of this is a new thing since the new moon in Aries that happened 2 weeks ago. So Mars in your fifth is all about romance and pleasure and fun and chocolate covered cherries and pie, and cream puffs and just, I don't know, you can tell what I want to eat. I have a sweet tooth evidently, but like treats. It is a house of treats and creation and romance and flirtation. So the fifth house is also the house of children. So you might be making some children with some friends. It's another way that reads. Or you might be like engaged with your kids in a communication-based activity, third house. Something about expressing, yourself. So Pisces, that's really what I wanted to mention to you about this. I also think that you gotta watch out for just making sure you're keeping creative. And I have to unplug this so that I can plug in my laptop. So I guess y'all will have to not see me as well, but that's totally okay for the sake of continuing this. So anyway, Pisces, what I want to let you know as well with this is that the 12th house, you still have Jupiter there, and Jupiter is gonna come in. It's your ruling sign, your ruling planet, of your sign. And so All that to say, I think that you want to be aware that Jupiter is going to be blessing your individual self very, very soon. And that Jupiter in all of its glory, its benefits, its joy, and it is you in some ways. So you might have felt like you are hidden from you, right? But like all of the abundance that is you, it might have been hidden from you for a while, right? But keep in mind, Jupiter is gonna be in your sign, your first house, because the 12th house is what's hidden from ourselves. It's our subconscious. It's going to come into your first sign of self soon enough, Pisces. It's going to bless you and give you nourishment and support. And Jupiter is your ruling planet. This only happens once every 12 years. Do you have any clue how lucky you are as a Jupiter ruled person to have this in the first house upcoming in the next year? You're going to be so blessed. So understand whatever's coming up now in the ninth house, it's already happy making, it's already happy inducing. A friend is going to surprise the shit out of you. Mark my words, a friend or somebody in your local environment, Pisces, is going to surprise you. And I don't see it playing out badly. Honestly, out of all the signs I've been reading for, I see you as being so far the most auspicious outcome for the next month and a half. I think Pisces are going to be one of the most blessed signs. I think it's just the chart reads really well for you with the dispositor of this moon being in the fifth house. I hope you enjoyed this video, Pisces. Like it to give me some love back. Thank you so much to everybody who does and subscribes and comments and all that beautiful jazz. Cool. And Pisces, if you want to learn astrology, you know what to do. All right, we're going to move on forward to none other than Cancer. All right, Cancer, what is going on with you? Talk to me. All right, what do we got going on here, Cancer? You got a full moon in your fifth house. So your full moon is in your fifth house. This is your house of creation. Are you a creator? Are you an artist of some way, shape, or form as a Cancer? You're going to find that there's more of like a transformative awareness of your own ability to do that, because it's a full moon in Scorpio, all about transformation. But the fifth house is like a joyful house. It's a happy house. You're going to find possibly financial reward, okay, as a creative Cancer at this point in time, because the full moon is illuminating, right? It's a manifestation in the house of what? For you as a Cancer, the fifth house of creation, and creation through your own transformation, your own transformative means, Scorpio. So what have you done to reclaim power? What have you done to reclaim your ability to change something, to conduct something, to be at the helm of your own ship in some way, shape, or form that is your creative products, Cancer? What have you done like that? Whatever that is going to come and show you some rewards right now. And look, Mars just entered your first house. So Mars is going to give you energy. You got energy and motivation. You got energy and motivation to get done whatever you need to get done right now for the next 2 months, you know? So you have a lot of good energy coming your way, I think. I think this is going to be a really nice period of time for you in general. I'm going to let you know, though, that networks and groups that you're a part of, they're going to surprise you. And again, you don't know the nature of a surprise because it's a surprise. You understand? And Venus is there in the same sign that she's ruling, and that's it's indicating with the 11th house, it's indicating it's going to be a more auspicious surprise, and it could be about getting and proliferating your information to larger groups and networks and audiences that you're a part of, because the 11th house is all about those things. So that kind of environment, even if it's like an internet thing, you might find you go viral, you might find you get a lot of like engagement on those platforms, you might find allies pop up out of those sort of situations, out of those sorts of environments, Cancer, and they help support your creations and your creative acting, your transformation of that. And it all comes back to you, and it's really about building your identity and building like your interface with the world in this lifetime, because Mars is the dispositor of this full moon, aka Mars rules the sign of Scorpio, everybody. Pluto's the modern ruler. This is the ancient old school. We read old school too, okay? It's important to read old school regardless of whether or not you pay attention to the new school stuff. But this is important because Mars is the ruler of the moon, and it's in the first house of self. So everything this lunation about your creation, fifth house, Scorpio, transformation of your creation comes back to you, yourself, and how you interface with the world, because Mars is here in the first. You understand? Damn. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens for you. Y'all gotta let me know. This is gonna be a very interesting, you got networks surprising you. You got illuminating knowledge through networks. People in your networks are gonna help you get up on some true knowledge, some 411. Okay, baby. Like you got auspicious indicator of Mercury, Venus, probably some really pleasant, beautiful allies are gonna just pop up, crop up, grow up out of your networks. 11th house, really spontaneously, and help you gain very insightful, illuminating knowledge and networking opportunities. Y'all are going to have a good month. You and Pisces, and yeah, even Scorpio, but especially you and Pisces, I would say. I think you're going to have like a really just like nice experience of this energy. So, congratulations, Cancer. Go ahead and like that button, smash it with love because it helps us grow here on the YouTube. Thank you so much to every Cancer who does support this content, likes, comments, follows, all that jazz, all that jazz. And Cancer, if you want to learn astrology, you really want to learn astrology, come hither and schedule a call with me using the link down below today because astrology school starts right around the corner. With that said, thank you again for all the support. Through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.